Welcome back. Well, today I have Sue Margolis, who is here to give us a United update. Well, Sue, here we are again.
Yeah, I'm back again with our board meeting report. It's a monthly event.
You do such a good job that, this is why you're back again. All right, well, fill us in.
Well, the last months have been very trying with staff totally incapacitated due to the malware, and we hope to accomplish more this month. We have one important resolution that was on our agenda, and it's Assembly Bill 3182, which requires us to quickly modify our leasing rules. It is not a nice thing that we have to do, but we have to do it. We need to have the changes in place by January 1. And the consequences for us are the rental cap needs to be increased to at least 25%. We at one time had it at 9. But now we'll have to go to, it's not, I think it's 10 or 15.
Okay.
But we'll have to go up to 25. We need to revoke resolution 0117-92. And we had it that you could not sublease for less than 90 days. Now we've got to allow them to do it for 30 days. We hope we don't become an Airbnb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a nicey. And we have to revoke resolution 011667 and allow buyers to sublease manors immediately after closing the transaction, not 1 year later. We were hoping to get people who wanted to move in here and not wanted to use this as a source of income.
Right.
And
Okay.
so we lost all these things. We tried with the government.
Okay.
If we don't amend our governing docs by December 31st, 2020, it will expose us to a fine of $1,000 civil penalty per applicant. It's not just a one-time fine.
Yeah.
And we will not be able to even put these limitations in. So we passed that resolution with a little bit of rewriting of some of the sessions to make it clearer, but it was passed.
Okay.
Another item in the closed session was the first pass of the earthquake insurance policy was reviewed. It comes to due December 15th. And of course, there was an increase in premiums, and we're still debating what we're going to do, whether we want the 10 million, 5 million, or none is where we're at debating.
Okay.
We have completed our organization of the committees and have named the chair people.
Yes, I can see we have a slide here that shows all the committees and who the chairperson is. Plus, we've even supplied the email. So thank you for that. That's great. Everybody can take a look at that and email whoever they need to.
Yeah, meetings will continue to be held virtual, which is not conducive for input from the residents. But we still need the advice and suggestions. So feel free to email the directors. United needs all hands on deck that we have. Residents can volunteer to be advisors to committees and help in this way. It means one meeting a month at most. Please consider this. It's not a big, hard job.
Well, that's a good way to get involved. I didn't even
Right.
know that was an option. So you can be kind of an advisor and just sort of sit in. That's a great idea.
You don't have voting rights, but you can voice any opinions that you have.
Well, that's a great way to get involved. At least it's a step in, 1 foot in kind of thing.
In terms for planning for next year, let's change the subject a little bit. The end of the year is a great time to consider ways in which we could work better for the new year. This year, we were going to try harder to improve the quality of our planning, operations, and interactions with residents and our board, as well as between residents and our hard-working staff. Naturally, we should do this every year, but we got caught up with day-to-day tasks and never-ending crises.
Mm-hmm.
The quality task we shall begin to address is trying to make it possible to operate within a quality management system. We will start off by creating standard operating procedures and document these for all tasks that the board directors are required to do. This will make it so future boards understand what is to be done and give continuity to the work the board does, and also allow directors with limited knowledge in an area to function from the get-go. We all don't know everything, obviously. After each document is complete, we'll do a quality part, we'll do an audit, we'll evaluate to see what is written is what we actually do, and we hope the residents will help us with this audit. If we succeed in doing this for the board, we're going to want to implement it in the VMS level. And if there's a systemic problem, we'll want to write up a request that explores what the problem is, give us the root cause of the problem, so we can change the documentation or the process so it never occurs again. Finally, we'll be monitoring and measuring key indicators such as customer complaints, operating cost to budget, projects to schedule, and we'll be looking for trends and hope the indicators are going improvement. Last year, there were many measurements, so we do have a baseline and we can start from where we are and see if we can improve.
Okay.
Finally, I want to give some feedback to the community. The board hears many complaints that this or that is not available. I want to assure you that we're not saving money by not opening up facilities. Much of the cost was collected from the residents for room rentals, clubs, and activities. The extra cleaning being done is also costing us. The amenities are wonderful here, but that's only a small part of our budget and almost none of United's budget. What we're doing with our money at present, United is spending 21% of their funds on upgrades, push-o-matic, relining pipes, re-roofing, and tree trimming. On 15% on utilities, water, sewer, garbage, 8% on insurance, 42% on dry rot, painting, plumbing problems, electrical problems, landscaping, and all the work orders that come in. If you think this work should be stopped or reduced, please let the board know what is more important to be done instead. Last year, the board worked hard not to have an increase in the assessment and to make sure there would not be a need for a special assessment in the near future.
Right. Yeah.
We realize we want you to realize that your board members are unpaid volunteers who usually are putting in over 20 hours of their life each week, hoping for the betterment of the community. The board knows things could be better and are working on making it best for all residents.
Yeah, that's very well said, Sue, and I understand. And thank you to all of the volunteers that come together, every week and all the other hours that you guys spend, because it is a really tough job. And, we have a big city that, our community.
Large city, and we have a large set of residents that we support.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much for the update. We appreciate it, and welcome back.
Thank you.
All right.
Good to see you again.
All right. Thank you. We'll be right back after this.